Rivera's getting loose, getting better here in this round, though.
Oh, man.
Until then.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
It is all over. History has been made. Conor McGregor.
Ross, do it for me.
Oh, that's it. Dan Hooker. No.
Oh, big right. DJ is standing. Big knee. That's it.
Just Bleed fans, or pundits of the sports, people just watching because it's on TV at the bar, or actual fighters, we all have one thing in common, and that is that they love watching some exciting knockouts. Here are the best knockouts in MMA history. Number 10. Raymond Daniels versus Wilker Barros. Let's get dizzy. Raymond Daniels is a very accredited Taekwondo and kickboxing fighter. Though he is primarily known for the kicks and such, he eventually turned to mixed martial arts as most do. When he took on Wilker Barros in Bellator, it's as if he said, nope, no wrestling. This is a kickboxing match. And he would not be denied a scintillating stoppage.
He's here right now fighting on the biggest stage probably of his life and career. Nice spinning body kick.
After planting Barros with a spinning back kick, Daniels let his opponent up and then spun so much that Tony Hawk got jealous. He just spun and spun and spun some more, threatening with kicks, punches, and elbows. Barros succumbed to the sensory overload and just froze with his back against the cage. Daniels laid a right hook into Barros' jaw and walked away with one of the best highlights in MMA history. Number 9. Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo. Sure, landing a single strike isn't the hardest thing for a fighter to do. You know what is hard, though? Knocking out Jose Aldo. The man has only been slept once, and that was at the hands of, or left hand rather, of Conor McGregor.
Finally, the wait is over.
Yes.
Jose taking a page out of Conor's book there. You know, Conor has played it quiet this week. He ain't playing it quiet now. Faking a kick.
Greatest featherweight in the world at the time? Doesn't matter. 18-fight winning streak? Irrelevant. Conor McGregor talked trash to Aldo like he didn't belong anywhere near the same cage as him, let alone in it. This was bold as ever, but honestly, it looked true.
The most highly anticipated featherweight fight of all time.
Conor looks extremely loose, and Aldo looks like he's feeling the pressure of this moment.
Green trunks for the southpaw, the notorious Conor McGregor. Black trunks for the champion, Jose Aldo Jr.
Conor relaxed and smiling.
Oh! Just slapped him! Conor McGregor is the new UFC featherweight champion of the world!
Oh, unbelievable!
In just about 10 seconds of the first round, McGregor landed that left hand of his that he fancies, and it shut the Brazilian's lights out. Number 8. Rose Namajunas versus Weili Zhang.
And Weili has landed several of those inside low kicks. She's saying no, but she's mad, but she still can't even stand. She's so wobbly.
If anyone has a penchant for giving the audience and commentator booth a jolt of adrenaline, it's Rose Namajunas. The only person standing in Thug Rose's way was Weili Zhang, a fighter undefeated in the UFC and one that has never been finished. That was until Rose Namajunas figured her footwork would look good on Zhang's face.
Kick thrown hard early.
Landed several of those inside low kicks.
Thug Rose hit Weili with a head kick off the lead leg, and the title was ripped away from Weili. The crowd erupted, the commentator booth lit up, and the belt returned to Namajunas. Number 7. Edson Barboza and Terry Etime.
As he looks to try to mount a comeback. Oh! Spinning head kick! That was Kevin Lee! Give him a second, Rev.
Ref, my face is broken.
Oh!
Unbelievable. I mean, he does not discriminate. That looked like a groin shot.
What's a top 10 knockout list without Edson Barboza throwing some spinning stuff? With spinning wheel kick knockouts, it's hard not to be super exciting. But Barboza's really stood away from the rest because we weren't seeing a whole lot of knockouts like this at the time. In fact, it was the first wheel kick knockout in UFC history.
Hanging in there, and it really poses the question, what do you want to do? Do you want to take a chance and risk getting knocked out?
Oh my God! Wow!
Etime went down like a mannequin, and the room erupted. This will forever be ingrained in the UFC's highlight reel, and Barboza will always be recognized as the human Beyblade. Number 6. Mirko Cro Cop versus Wanderlei Silva.
See, this is what I'm talking about. To get to Cro Cop, you have to be aggressive. Oh my gosh! This definitely, we saw Cro Cop standing in the corner. He is completely pissed off about this fight. He is not happy at all.
Nice middle kick by Cro Cop and a good left hand as well as there's Silva. The one thing on Silva.
Pride never die. Who would have thought that putting two of the most terrifying men in the ring together would result in one of the scariest knockouts in MMA history? The matchmakers probably did, and so did the large audience watching in anticipation for something to happen.
You see how Cro Cop's backing out. Oh, nice middle kick. We're already starting to see the redness on Wanderlei's right side of his hip.
Cro Cop.
Oh no!
We told you the left high kick has sent many.
And it did. Cro Cop landed that signature left leg cemetery on the dome of Silva, rendering him unconscious and bloodied up. Number 5. Holly Holm versus Ronda Rousey.
The first round! Ronda Rousey extending the arm!
Oh, she's gonna break it.
Now this is bad. This is the armbar position. She's got her in the spider web.
It in. She has finished every fight in the first round by armbar. Will she get it here?
Liz
20
has got to buck
seconds.
and explode and get her arm out of there.
Rousey, more pressure.
She's looking for it. She got it.
Have we seen head kick knockouts? Yes, of course. What sets this one apart from the others? The names, the odds, and the era. Prior to fighting Holly Holm, Ronda Rousey was an undefeated fighter known for her dominating style. She frequently finished fights in the first round, typically by way of armbar.
Wow. This is incredible.
Never have we seen this. But this is boxer, kickboxer,
Straight left.
mixed martial artist Ronda Judoka.
Beautiful.
Can she?
Beautiful.
She's hurt. Is in trouble.
She's hurt. Holly looking to finish. She's out. Holly Holm is the new UFC bantamweight champion of the world.
Holm played Matador very well and eventually landed her trademark head kick to end the fight. Rousey knew to be wary of this kick, but she was a beaten fighter prior to it landing. To date, Holm's victory here is one of the most exciting and shocking upsets in combat sports history. Number 4. Yair Rodriguez versus Korean zombie Chan Sung Young.
In the fight and landed a lot of big shots during the fight, but Pantera really stayed in there and gave him all he can handle. And I think the big part of it was because he didn't stand in there and exchange with them like a lot of other fighters do. Whenever Korean Zombie came with a combination, instead of going back and forth and fighting that dangerous 50-50.
No disrespect to Yair Rodriguez, but come on. Why do you have to do this to the Korean Zombie? Everyone loves that dude. Since we can't go back in time and warn KZ about this buzzer beater shot, we'll just show you the clip since it's here. The two traded punches like me and my reflection trading compliments, resulting in one of the most exciting fights in MMA history. Possibly the most exciting non-title fight in the organization.
And waiting for his moments. I thought he was losing rounds. I thought he was behind in this fight. And when he needed...
Following the 10-second clapper going off, the two decided to bang it out for the remainder of the fight. As the Korean Zombie marched forward with 1 second left in the fight, Rodriguez threw an inverted reverse elbow thingy. Not quite sure what to call it, but it was nasty. Zombie folded and the official knockout was at 4:59 of the 5th round. Number 3. Francis Ngannou versus Alistair Overeem.
Versatile fighter though, Mihailovic. He's getting chased down. All I need to do.
Over the top with the right hand! Does Blade's recovery still won't be on his feet? Mark Goddard's taking a closer look. Ngannou's powering in. Oh, this is bad news!
He's tired on the feet, and that's the truth.
Ngannou with some serious power.
knows it.
Uppercut. He's done. It's all over.
If this list was about the most violent knockouts in MMA history, then it would be about 10 spots up. Yeah, it's violent enough that it surpasses a number 1 spot. As many of you know, Overeem is no slouch in the striking department. However, it only takes one shot, and when the guy you're fighting literally hits like a car, then that one shot could be very dangerous.
Burning up Mick Maynard's phone to try to get a matchup with Ngannou! Oh! Goes the Reem! Francis Ngannou!
Overeem lost some technique out of trepidation from fighting Ngannou, and he paid dearly for it. He was caught slipping and ate an uppercut that nearly sent his noggin to Mars. An additional hammer fist really curled Overeem's toes too. Overall, a great knockout, but hard to watch. Number 2. Jorge Masvidal versus Ben Askren. From undefeated to losing in record-setting time, Ben Askren's fall from grace was one of the roughest that MMA fans have ever seen. Certainly the quickest.
Game Bread is in the building, and these guys just flapping gums at each other any chance they get. The fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. One of the greatest knockouts you'll ever see!
Oh my goodness!
Askren stiff as a board!
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Askren tried to get inside Masvidal's head with a slew of insults before the fight, but Masvidal entered the ring cool, calm, collected, and in a hurry apparently. The fight starts and was over before Anik could plug Modelo. Brewed for those with a fighting spirit. We got you, Anik. Masvidal kneed the undefeated out of Askren in about 3 seconds, then landed some ground and pound. The bout was officially stopped at 5 seconds. Number 1. Joaquin Buckley versus Impa Kasanganay.
There he goes. See any tape.
But he's backed up early. Here comes.
He's felt it. Abu is now. Not going to engage. And now you realize that's just not how he is.
Tonight.
It looks like the white of the eye.
Here we have the best knockout in MMA history. This is going to be a hard one to top, so it may be at the top of lists like this one for a while. When Joaquin Buckley took on a then undefeated Impa Kasanganay in his sophomore outing for the UFC, we saw a technique often used in Taekwondo, but rarely utilized in mixed martial arts: the two-touch kick.
Yeah, having a former champion on the mat is going to be very valuable indeed. Of course, Brian Barberena, who's with him tonight, lots of experience.
They are so even on total strikes at the moment.
Numansa threw a kick to the body that was defended and caught by Kasanganay. Much like my last relationship, Kasanganay held on for too long and paid for it. Despite being deterred by his UFC debut, Buckley bounced back in the most awe-inspiring way imaginable with this performance. This is, without much doubt, the best knockout in MMA history.